Hey guys, it's Jess with Techno House Inspections. I'm on a ladder looking at a roof in the snow and the ice, so you should not do what I'm doing. Do as I say, not as I do. But I thought I would show you and talk about ice dams. People think that ice dams are just like, oh, it's the snow and the cold that causes them, but it's not. It's heat loss. And this house is a great example of that, because even though somebody has used a roof rake to pull a lot of the snow away from the edges of the roof, which is why I get to see some of it today, the ice dam is still wanting to form, or was forming underneath the snow, and I'll show you why that happens. So flip the camera around. All right, so I'm on the edge of this roof here, and this house has a big deep overhang. You can kind of see what's called the soffit. Most people call the overhang. And you can see where they've raked the snow away from the edge of the roof. But if you look here, right on the very edge, this is the last row of shingle right here, and you can see how thick this layer of ice is here. And so what's happening is the snow is melting, right? Heat loss from the house is rising up, and it's causing that snow melt, and it rolls down the roof, right? And then it gets to this overhang where there isn't heated house, right? So it hits the overhang and it starts refreezing, right? And then as it refreezes, you can see right here, this ice dam, what happens is eventually it's going to keep refreezing, and then it's going to back up until it lifts up underneath these shingles. And then once it's under the shingles, then you can start to get leaking inside of your. So it's actually heat loss. So ice dams are best prevented with things like adding insulation to your attic, increasing ventilation to your attic, air sealing to prevent, moisture and heat loss through all the penetrations into your attic. So there's a lot of ways to do that. For homes like this one that have big, deep, wide soffits, when we get really heavy snows, it is a good idea to use a roof rake, because it absolutely can help. But the other parts of it are important as well. So just something to keep in mind. If you live in a snowy area, if you yourself have issues with ice dams, like if there's a lot of icicles hanging off the edge of your house, then you should be starting to address at least some of these issues. Figure out which ones apply to your home and start there. All right, I hope it helps. Bye, guys.